brought you here outside the farm because during the farm's closure I wanted to show you something that everyone can enjoy. And wild plants, wild flowers are here for everybody and they don't cost anything. So what's lovely is we've got an abundance of things that we can see and enjoy during this difficult time. In front of me here, this main group of plants are the stinging nettles. Now stinging nettles, as we all know, sting, and so they're unpopular. But actually stinging nettles are very, very important plants because they're the food plant of lots of different caterpillars, including all the colourful butterflies that we all know and love, like the red admirals, the peacocks, the small tortoiseshells and the commas. They all depend on the stinging nettle for the food plant of their caterpillar. Here on this side, on the other hand, is the white dead nettle. And although the leaves look very similar, they are actually completely without sting. They're very important too because all those white flowers have an abundance of nectar. Nectar is a sweet, sugary syrup that's so beloved by bumblebees, and you'll see that bumblebees are visiting these flowers, working each flower one at a time in order to collect nectar. And that's something we can also do. If I pick one of these white flowers, then if I suck this, you can really taste the sweetness. That's lovely. So do try that. Obviously choose where you're going to be picking and trying the plants first. Stinging nettles, as I said, sting, so they're unpopular, so people do get rid of them for that reason. But at this time of year and before they flower, they make very good food. And they've been eaten for thousands of years for that reason. The best part to eat are the tips, and if you just pinch the tip of the stinging nettle and pluck it out, then if you pinch the nettle like that, it won't sting you. Stinging nettles are covered in tiny little hairs that are very, very easily puncturing the skin. But if you pinch the nettle, you squash them and they won't puncture your skin and won't sting you. Now, these little tips are the best things to use. You can dry them if you want to keep them for tea, or you can make them into spinach or soup. But the important thing is to pick them before they flower. So definitely before the end of May, because once they have their flowers, then they become very bitter, like lots of other plants do when they flower. Lettuce is a good example of that. Okay, so collect your nettle tips if you want to make teas or spinach. Now, caterpillars are busy already here in this patch, and I can see that on one of last year's dead stinging nettle flower stems, there is a caterpillar right there in front of me. And that is trying to be well camouflaged, because otherwise it'll be picked up by small birds like wrens and blue tits to feed their young. There's another example over here in front of me of a caterpillar that, instead of being out in the open, has made itself a tent by drawing together the leaves of the stinging nettle. Now, in the middle of this, there is a caterpillar, and by drawing its own little tent out of the stinging nettle leaves, it can eat in peace, and it won't be seen by any predators, so they can be busily working away. Now, the dead nettles are interesting too if you want to show something to your children. I tell little ones and the under fives that the white dead nettle is where the fairies keep their slippers, and I'll be able to show you that because if we take the tip and turn it upside down, can you see there are all pairs of fairies' slippers. And I tell the children that it's the bumblebees, like the lovely big buff-tailed bumblebee down there, that keep the fairies' slippers clean and tidy.